Governor, I can't stress this enough. Hate crimes are a growing problem in this state and all around the country. I know you've heard of the murder of James Byrd, the black man that was dragged to death by 3 white supremacists, and the beating and murder of Matthew Shepard, a gay college student in Wyoming. These horrible acts of hate grab the attention of the nation. But I want you to know that hate crimes also happen in less serious but very harmful ways.
That's right. That's right. Congress defines a hate crime as any crime in which the criminal intentionally selects a victim because of their race, color, religion, national origin, or ethnicity. So anyone, white, black, Latino, Christian, Jewish, you name it, is protected under this law.
Listen, Governor, my heart goes out to the families of the victims of those heinous murders Mr. Walker mentioned, but I sympathize with the families of every murder. All crimes are committed out of anger or hate. I do not believe that hate crimes are different from any other regular crimes, and I do not believe that criminals should be punished more severely because of what they were thinking. A crime is a crime.
How can you say that? Hate crimes are far more serious than regular crimes because they are not just hurtful to the immediate victim. Governor, hate crimes are meant to send a clear message to the whole community of people that are like the victim, that they are not welcomed, and that they should fear for their lives. Hate crimes hurt far, far more people than regular crimes do.
I tell you what messages hate crimes law sends. It says that some victims are more important than others. Many people have heard of Matthew Shepard, the gay college student who was murdered in Wyoming. But how many people have heard of the 8-year-old girl murdered just a few days before? Her name was Kristen Lamb. Now, why is the death of a little girl any less important than the death of a gay student? Governor, this hate crimes law denies victims equal protection under the law, which is our constitutional right. American justice is based on the principle that everyone is treated identically.
Yes, the Constitution does call for equal protection under the law, and the Declaration of Independence guarantees every American the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. As Mr. Walker said, hate crimes terrorize whole communities of people. If hate crimes continue in this state, how can anybody be guaranteed the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness?
Frankly, Dr. DuPont, I'm shocked that historians such as yourself would not be concerned with the threat that this hate crimes law poses to the American people's First Amendment right of freedom of speech and freedom of thought. Governor, this hate crimes law punishes speech. The only difference between a so-called hate crime and an ordinary crime is what the criminal says or thinks during the crime. And no matter how much we may disagree with what a criminal believes, it is unconstitutional to punish someone for thought.
Governor, I have to agree. The only way I can prove someone is a bigot is to investigate their thoughts and words. I don't want to become the thought police.
Now wait a minute. You're making this much more complicated than it needs to be. When a man goes on a killing spree and only kills Asians, blacks, and Jews, it doesn't require the thought police to figure out what the motive was. Hate crime laws would not punish people for what they say or what they think. This law would punish people for committing hateful acts, not for saying hateful things.
No doubt Mr. Harmon is right that America is based on the ideals of democracy, which includes the right to be treated fairly. Yet discrimination has always existed. Intolerance in America is something we've been battling for a long, long time. Governor, in my memo, I've given you examples that date back 200 years.
The central issue here, Governor, is for you to decide, first, whether you believe hate crimes are different from other crimes, and secondly, if this state should punish criminals more severely because of what they were thinking when they committed the crime.
That's exactly it. Governor, you should sign this hate crime bill because hate crimes are worse than other crimes, and we must punish hateful acts. When you sign this law, you will be sending a powerful message that hate will not be tolerated in this state.
The only message that you'll be sending is that some victims are more important than other victims. Don't sign this bill because the law should give equal protection, not special protection. And this bill violates the First Amendment. Please, Governor, be fair and veto this bill.
Is it fair, Governor, to treat an act of community terrorism as a simple crime? Please sign this bill because we need this bill to protect civil rights. And hate crimes laws protect all people, not just minorities. Governor, we need this bill to help ensure civil rights for all people.
Governor, my job is already to protect all people. We don't need this law because all crimes should be punished equally. And we cannot punish thought. Governor, if you truly believe in equality, you will not sign this bill. It is time for you to make a decision. But before you make up your mind, you should know that we've all written memos explaining our positions. Please read them and let us know what you decide. We'll be waiting.